Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AIC TV. I am Edward Carr, your guest host. We are in the Dukascopy TV television studios, and I'm really excited today to have with me Marc Berger. He is the Business Development Manager for SII and an AIC Ambassador member. Marc, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Thanks for coming. So, Marc, tell me a little bit about SII.
SII is a technology and consulting company. We are part of the SII group, which has 5,000 employees and is present in 12 countries, mostly in Europe, but also in South America, Northern Africa, and Asia.
So, Marc, you sound like SII is a really big group. Can you tell me more specifically about your activities in Switzerland and Geneva?
Although we're part of a large group, we always work locally and adapt to the local market. So in Switzerland, we have three major business units. Firstly, we are a Microsoft Gold Certified partner. So we have a large Microsoft expertise, especially on the very exciting product SharePoint. So SharePoint is a professional platform for document management, competence management. So the idea is to identify in the company who has the competence, the know-how, and also it is a bit of a trend now to build the enterprise social network, and especially with SharePoint 2013.
Okay. So what type of companies then would turn to SII for their IT services?
We have this example of a large insurance in Switzerland who came to us, and as it is their core business, they wanted to minimize the risk of the implementation of a platform as SharePoint. Because SharePoint can change users' working habits. So you have to be sure to have a proper change management.
So how does SII work with your clients on these change management and implementations?
So we want to accompany our clients to give them the Microsoft best practices, good guidelines, and to help them in the change management. And the idea is that we leave our clients with a sustainable platform so they are not overwhelmed with unstructured information.
Okay. Marc, the information technology sector is such a fast-moving sector. It touches all of us. I'm by no means an IT expert, but it's part of our lives day to day. So what changes do you see in the IT sector going forward?
Well, you know, as you said, IT sector is such a challenging business area. It is a good question, especially related to SharePoint, because companies are now facing employees of three different generations. For instance, my father, he's printing each and every email, whereas my little cousin is only communicating through social media. So companies have to give to their employees the appropriate tools to collaborate, and we think that SharePoint is the right one.
So in summary then, how would you describe your company's philosophy?
Our philosophy is really to be very close to our clients. We build long-term relationships. We have some clients that have time to time needs that we can respond reactively, but others that we have day-to-day activity, and we are on client sites. We have teams there, very skilled, creative, and talented developers to respond to business objectives.
And what type of clients do you have in Geneva? I mean, can you mention any names for our viewers out there that they might know?
So we work mostly with private banks, especially as we are editor of software. It's a bit of like an electronic safe to store all the confidential data they have. But we also work with other industries, energy suppliers, coffee manufacturers. What else?
Great. So, Marc, if someone watching the program wants to get in touch with your company, with SII, what's the easiest way to do so?
First of all, I think that AIC is the best place. I strongly encourage our viewers to come. You will be able to meet our CEO, Renaud Terlot, and myself. And obviously, you can also visit our website, www.sii-ch.com.
Okay, Marc, thank you so much for that overview about your activities in Switzerland. So tell me, with the IT sector changing so fast, what are 2 or 3 different sectors that you're focusing on right now at SII?
Besides our Microsoft expertise, we have 2 other business areas. The second one is the integration. So we don't want to reinvent the wheel, so we have been establishing partnership with software editors to respond clients' needs. So directly to SharePoint, where we can have some products to encrypt the documents which are stored in SharePoint for security reasons, and also tools to make easier the user adoption of a platform such as SharePoint. But also, this is also the interest of being part of a large group, is that our Spanish subsidiary is editor of a service and facility management platform that we have been integrating in the largest energy supplier here in Geneva. And the third business area we're working on, we call it the software development factory. So we have very skilled and talented developers that can respond to mobile apps, web apps, or even desktop apps. For instance, in Paris, we've responded to the airport needs. They wanted to give the travelers the ability to geolocalize themselves in the airport. That was a challenge because you cannot reach GPS signal, so we had to do some triangulation with the Wi-Fi hotspots. So we're always happy to have new challenges.
Great. Mark, thank you so much for coming by and coming into the studio today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Edward Carr, your guest host. This is AIC TV in conjunction with our partners Dukascopy TV. Please stay tuned to AIC TV in the future for another exciting interview, or look forward to seeing you at a future AIC event.